changes. Turn and face the strain. Changes. Don't wanna be a richer man. Changes. Turn and face the strain.
I haven't cut it since '87, and I just took a shower, so it's all wet. But one of the main reasons that I want to cut it, let me turn that just a little. A lot of backlight, whatever. One of the main reasons why I want to cut my hair, I've cut the bangs in the last year, which is a sign. And recently I cut about that much off the ends. But one of the main reasons is because of the brushing. Because of the arthritis in my hands and shoulders, back, every place that you can have arthritis. It becomes more and more difficult to brush it. And so, and that's also one of the reasons why I decided to go pixie, is to just, see, it's like, please. If I get this thing in a braid, it'll be a miracle, because that's another thing. If I could still braid my hair, or if I had somebody come over every time I washed it and braid it, I'd probably keep it. But the only thing that I can do with it is put it in a bun. I can't braid it anymore because my hands won't let me. But I think one last time, I think I can go through the pain and maybe I can get my fingers to work right, since it's summer. I could never do it in the winter because my hands don't work. But yeah, I was talking to John about it. I am going to dye it. I'm going to dye all that gray out, and I'm going to have back my auburn hair for a while. I'm using a different dye than I used to when I used to dye my hair when I was younger, because the one that I used to use looks lighter or something. I used to use Clairol Nice and Easy Auburn, but I still got Clairol, but I got Color Silk Brown Auburn, because I don't really like bright red. My hair's always been auburn. So, and I did actually have a pixie, which I put the picture of me with a pixie up in on my Facebook. If I can find it again, I will put it here. If not, I will steal it off my own Facebook. Put it here. When I really, if anything was, is Megan Hill, who is a daughter of an old boyfriend of mine. Megan Hill found me on Facebook, I guess through Stephen, because her and Stephen, I guess, are still friends. They met way back when I was dating her dad. And she saw the pixie picture when I was in the Army and said, "Oh, isn't that cute?" And how long did I say? 1987 was the last time I truly cut it. I mean, had it short. Not short, I had it shoulder length or something. I haven't had it short since 74 or 70, probably 76, about 1976. Then I started growing it, but I kept it like shoulder length with this, and then when the deal was, when it was popular to have the fluff thing on the top, I had that. And but yeah, see, now you get where it's brushed out while it's wet and it's okay, but trust me, when it's dry and I have to brush it out daily, oh my lord, it's a pain. So now I will try to braid it. When I was in the Army, I was going to say, when I was in the Army, I cut it myself. When I first went in the Army in 74, my hair was long, and it was fairly easy to do a shag haircut at the time. That was the popular haircut, like I had a shag. I'd have to, maybe I'll go look up shag haircuts. Mrs. Brady had a shag haircut. The Brady Bunch. She had a real clean shag though, but there were other shags. You know, and so what I did was I cut it as because there was like this way to cut a shag, which was put in magazines and stuff, and you could actually cut a shag at home, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut a shag, which is what I did when I was in the Army, and then I cut off the shag, cut it straight around and kind of, with the sides, and that was it. So that's what I'm going to attempt to do. I had asked my niece a million times to cut it, and she's an actual hairdresser. But she hasn't gotten around to it, and I'm not going to sit there and beg. I'm tired of asking. It seems like the only time I ever talk to my relatives is when I need something, and so that's kind of depressing, and I really don't want to do that anymore. So, I think I got most of the knots out, maybe. And I'm going to put it and braid it and cut off the braid first, I think. If I can get the braid tight enough. And then I will cut it off. I'll do like the whole cut. I think I try to do. Yeah. Anyway, so I'll braid it and I'll show you the braid as well. Hope you can see that. Now I've got it. Got a top knot. I'll put the braid up from there. Which we used to do all the time, but it's such a pain in the ass. Let's. I have an old shirt on because I'm going to dye it. I don't care about this shirt. Straight. I'm braiding it because I'm going to give it to Lots of Love, I hope. I'll keep it here until I know that it's dry, because they said that if the hair is damp or molded, they can't use it. So I'm going to sun dry it after I cut the braid off. Starting to hurt my fingers and my back, which is why I haven't braided anymore. Oops. Strand straight. You can do it more. Back. Oh, painful. Alright, the hands aren't working right. Okay, so now I'm braiding the rest of it. I didn't get that strand very well. Well, if they don't take it for the cancer people, then I'm like, well, whatever. It took me 20 years to grow it that long. If they don't use it, I hope they send it back. It's those small parts that I can't twist my hands that way anymore. So there's going to be like about that much, which will actually be longer than my hair will be. Okay, so now we have the top knot. Oh, look, I have a top knot braid. Now, I think there's enough that I can cut it right there. Pull that. I need about that much of my hair right there. I guess I'm going to cut it. Cut it right there, then I'll do that there. And that will go to Lots of Love, hopefully. So now to the background. And I'm gonna cut it. There's the mirror. Can you see me right here? Yeah. She's taking all of my courage. It's gonna be done. Gonna tell John. Pause that. Oh, I'm still recording. Whoa. Okay, so I tell John. I said, okay, John, it's all going off now. So, and you still see me doing this? Yes. Here it goes. I'm serious. 20 years. All right. Ta-da! Locks of love. Oh my god. But see, then that was a shag haircut, just like that. I mean, he would just clean it up a little. Yeah, Sean's got the sakes done, so I'm going to leave it like this for a little while. Oh my lord. But that's how you got a shag haircut back in the 70s. You just put a top knot and it would be automatically be like really layered. And that was it, you know. If you did it from here, then this layer would be short and, you know, what do you say? I might leave it in a shag. Get my little new wire rim glasses. They'll be like Warren Zevon. Yeah, but next is colorization. I might color it before. I might leave it at this length for a little while. Then do really pixie. Or have my niece come and clean it up. But yeah, 20 years. So long here. So far I have this kind of David Cassidy shag looking going on, as you can see. And I'm about to color. Okay, I'm about 5 minutes from taking the dye out. You can see I got dye all over my hair, so I'm going to be back to my auburn, what I used to be. So here's the part. Well, this is as far as I've gotten. I've gotten like down to here, and I put on some makeup, and I've dyed it, and it's all red again. And pretty soon it'll be like pixie cut, I think. You know, like I don't know. But this is all I've done so far. I just, you know, shagged it out. But the fun thing is that for some reason, my hair is curly. So, the great haircut day. The day all of that went away, and I re-dyed it red. Although it's kind of showing up more red because of the television. So, but it was a good experience, and you know, the hair will go to Locks of Love, and there you have it. Ta-da!